Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome to the Champions League game week number 4 predictions here. Now, quick disclaimer, if you can hear loud bangs at the moment, no, I am not in World War II or World War III. I'm filming this on bonfire night, so yeah, sorry if you will hear loud bangs outside my window. Hopefully you'll be hearing it uninterrupted, but you never know. Like and subscribe, and let's get into the Champions League game week number 4 today. Let's go. Now we start off with Group F and 5:45. Borussia Dortmund versus Newcastle United. Now Newcastle did win the return fixture Dortmund did win the return leg. The first return fixture 1-0 at Tyneside, but now at the pack, Newcastle. I don't know how they're going to play Newcastle. Hopefully they can get the job done. I'm going to say Borussia Dortmund 2, Newcastle 2, and I will have bottom of the groups along each side along each group. I'm going to have each different group. So in that group is also at 8 o'clock is Milan versus PSG. Now at 8 o'clock, this was an emphatic PSG win by 3-2. What about PSG are we saying here, ladies and gentlemen? PSG, what a team. The Peruvian team are now. And I am going to say that it will be Paris Saint-Germain to win this game comfortably 3-0 again. Now we hot-foot it back to 5:45 and to Group H for Shakhtar Donetsk versus FC Barcelona. Now Barcelona against Shakhtar Donetsk, but I don't know how this fared in the return fixture. But hopefully it'll be a good game. I'm going to say Barcelona to win this game comfortably by 3-0. And we go to the other half of Group H, and then we move to 8 o'clock, which is FC Porto versus Royal Antwerp. Now, Royal Antwerp are a very, very, it's their debut in the Champions League. Porto are an established Champions League team at FC Porto. And I'm going to say that it's going to be FC Porto 2, Royal Antwerp 0. And now we move, all the remaining games at 8 o'clock, starting off with Group E and Atletico de Madrid versus Celtic. Now at Celtic Park, this game drew itself 2-2. Yes, 2-2 between Celtic and Atletico de Madrid. But now at the Vuelta Metropolitana, where we have had a Champions League final, which Liverpool won that game in the Champions League final against Spurs, but we won't get onto that. And I'm going to say that it will be at the Vuelta Metropolitana at Atletico de Madrid 3, Celtic 0. And in that same group is SS Lazio versus Feyenoord. Now Feyenoord are flying high in the Eredivisie. They are flying high in the Eredivisie, and Lazio, they're mid-table in Italy. I couldn't think of the name then, but an Italian team, and I'm going to say that it will be Lazio 0, Feyenoord 1. We now move into Group G and the last group on the Tuesday night, starting off with Man City versus FC Young Boys. Now, on the 3G pitch at Young Boys, it finished 3-1 to Manchester City. 2 goals from the right foot of Julian Alvarez. Now, as a possibility that Erling Haaland could be injured. I'm hearing foot injury coming out of the Manchester City camp for Erling Haaland. So you never know what his fitness is going to be like. He could be injured. So yeah, I'm going to say Man City 3, Young Boys 0. And I'm into the last game on the Tuesday, which is in Group G, which is, I'm trying to say it, Savannah Zvezda. You know what? Savannah Zvezda versus Red Bull Leipzig RB. But basically, Savannah Zvezda, basically, so basically, Savannah Zvezda versus Leipzig. To be fair, Leipzig, you'd expect to be winning this game comfortably. 3-0 to RB Leipzig in this game. And now we move on to Wednesday's fixtures. Wednesday's game, starting off at 5:45 in Group C, is Napoli versus Union Berlin. Now, Union Berlin versus Napoli. You would expect Napoli to do very, very well today against a Union Berlin team who aren't the greatest team in the world. I will say that Napoli will win this because they've got the likes of Kvavala, Osimhen, Zielinski, and all sorts of amazing players. And it will be a 3-0 win to Napoli against Union Berlin. And in that same group is Real Madrid against Sporting Club de Braga at 8 PM. Yes. Yep, so about that. Yep, so hopefully it doesn't come up because I've got episodes, so hopefully it won't come up, yeah. So yeah, Real Madrid against Sporting Club de Braga. I think that Real Madrid will win this comfortably. 2-0 to Real Madrid. And they move and we hop for it to Group D. So at 5:45, the last game at 5:45 is going to be Real Sociedad versus Benfica FC. Now, the Portuguese champions against the Spanish not-so-called giants. Sorry for Star fans in watching this, but you don't worry, it's not me, don't worry. So I'm going to say Real Sociedad 3, Benfica 3. It will be an absolute banging game, and in the other half of that group is Red Bull Salzburg. This is Inter Milan. Yes. First game at the San Siro was ended in a very good result for Overwatch once again. I am used to this at my research. But for the second legs for the second returning legs I will obviously be a bit more clearer and understanding of what happened where. So so I'm gonna say that if you're Inter Milan, if you're Inter, you'd want to win this game comfortably by almost 5 then, Jesus Christ. By 3 goals to 2, and now we move into Group A at 8 o'clock for Bayern Munich versus Galatasaray. Now, Bayern Munich and Harry Kane. Let's have a few moments to talk about Harry Kane. Harry Kane is in form of his bloody life at the moment. Harry Kane at the moment for Dortmund is not putting a foot wrong. He has got another hat-trick. I think that's like now 6 or 5 or 4 hat-tricks in as many games as he's got for Bayern. He's on fire. Bayern will win this comfortably 3-0 against Galatasaray. Now move to the other half of this group, which is FC Copenhagen versus Manchester United. Now at Old Trafford in the first game, Manchester United did win it 1-0 against FC Copenhagen, thanks to a very surprising and unlikely goal scorer, Harry Maguire, and Andre Onana saved a penalty. Yes, you have heard that correctly. Andre Onana saved a penalty. So I'm going to say we haven't been on our best of form. We only just beat Fulham by a long goal to the weekend, and I'm going to say that it'll be a Man United 2, FC Copenhagen 1. And I move to the last group of the game week, which is off with Arsenal versus Seville. Now in Seville, Arsenal did win, but another injury for Gabi Jesus has put him back on the sidelines again now. And I mean, your Arsenal, you lost to Newcastle, but you did better. You're out of the cup. Get a Carabao Cup, obviously not FA Cup, but yeah. And I'm going to say Arsenal 2, Sevilla 2, and the last game of the game week is back in Group B, which is one of the leaders in the Eredivisie, PSV. This is RC Lens. Now RC Lens versus PSV, and I'm going to say PSV to win it, 3-0 to PSV, and that will bring game week. That will bring game week 4 to an end. Thank you all very much, and I will see you lot on Wednesday for Europa League predictions. Who will be in pretty much in the last 16 of the Champions League? Find that out. I'll have all of that next week. So then, boys, have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week, and I will see you lot on Wednesday for the Europa League. Peace.